bouncy. Hello, Americans, and other friends and subscribers around the world. Hey, man, camera's bouncing, so you just feel like you're right along with us.
It's going to have more than just a motion bounce. It has a squishy bounce thing. Yeah, okay, let's try something else.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
That ain't better? The road's pretty dang rough. Yeah. The funny thing is I was going to start this video off saying how much the Beast is Cadillac style compared to the green bean.
But
pretty funny. It is?
It is.
As far as comfort is sitting on my butt. We may be bouncing, man, but I sure have a lot more cushion under my hindquarters than that green bean. It's like sitting on the floor. So, man, this is the best I can do for your video thing here. Whoa. But anyway. Dude, it's ridiculous. Oh, maybe we should have waited till a smoother part. Anyway, we're headed up the mountain. We're on our fish fences. If it ends on time, we only have, counting today, 4 more, so 3 more after today. Almost to the smoother part, man.
Almost.
There is, pulled out of the, I would have shown it, but when we pulled, or actually when we were walking around the homestead, the mountain has snow on it, man. It definitely snowed. We had a big roasting fire all night and fire this morning there.
Ice on the windshield.
Man. Holy crap, they're loading them in here.
Yep.
People are parking their stuff, getting ready, because rifle season opens on the 10th. And yes, me and Miss Kitty will be wearing hunter orange and, or at least red clothes and stuff during that. Nothing worse than setting a bunch of crazies loose in the woods with guns. So, some snow on the mountain, so we'll see it probably, probably some at the
highest fence.
Yeah, at the highest fence. Oh, hold on. And then, the heck else? There was something else I was going to talk about. Fences and...
Wood.
Oh yeah, we're going to get, that's why we're in the Beast, is
and
going
no Kai.
to get yeah, we left Kai, he was not impressed. Probably take him in every other time or something. Yeah. Mondays we can load, but Mondays are like the busiest day. Here we're just discussing our conversation. I'm telling you, man, I just take you along for whatever the heck's going on. Welcome to our life.
As you see, we've got a shotgun.
Yeah, man, I ended up gluing that the pump handle, gluing it, man. We'll see how that holds up. Ended up with a little chip out of it, and that just bums me out. So I'm gonna actually need to look them up and see. I haven't even priced them to see, but I want an original, you know, old wood one. Yes, hopefully we see some grouse today. We're gonna do a little bit of walking. Always watching for Sasquatch.
And grouse.
And grouse, and bears, and wolverines, and anything else. Treasures, firewood. Dude, there was something that I was going to talk about. Just cruising up here. Man, we listed, I don't know how many, probably 20 items this morning.
Books,
got a lot
mostly.
of pictures, yeah, lots of books. Gonna be listing a lot more books and a lot of other stuff. Planning really going to town over the next week especially. I just continue to get in a dang routine. Because right now, man, it's so chilly in the morning, so we just get up at 5 or 6 in the morning, man, and just start listening, you know, with our cup of coffee, and then go out and work outside and head out to whatever adventure we may be heading out on that day. Well, man, I can't remember. So turn waiting.
Yeah, well, you know, just turn the camera back on. It's not like...
I can?
It's not like this is your only shot.
This
to get all your words out.
This is it. So we'll just cruise along up here, keep the camera handy. If we see anything, ain't seen really nothing too excited yet. Man, it's nice up here, chilling, very brisk. Windows are mostly up. I always got to, I freeze Miss Kitty out all the time. Man, we're in the hills. I always got to have a window down.
No, you do that at home. You roast up the fire, you get it nice and comfy, and then you walk outside and leave the door open.
I did that this morning, man.
Yeah.
And I thought I was just stepping out for a second.
That's why you don't, just leave the
And
door
then I got
open.
in my mind, you know, man, I got so many things
What?
going on. That
You get distracted?
Yeah, man. And ended up heading out there, was out there doing something, started heading back, seen I'd left the door. I was like, oh man, I gotta close that door. As I go in, because I was headed back in, man, here comes Miss Kitty, man, and she's got this look. I was like, oh, hey, I forgot to close the door.
Sorry,
I
babe.
know. What?
Sorry, babe.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry about that. All right, we'll check back in here.
Yep, you can see it on the camera. Nice dusting of snow. I did. You can see the backside Council Mountain there. Looks pretty good. A little bit of snow.
Snow on the side of the road. Snow on our fence lines. Alright, I didn't film a whole, got back from the farther in one. Man, there's a pretty dang good amount of snow there. I would say a couple of inches. It's a good thing we came up later in the day, or yeah, it would have been. There's pretty muddy, gnarly spots coming up in here, and this morning there would have been a lot of snow. And from the looks of the sky, the snow is coming. So, no, it's here, or it's coming. This ain't very far above the homestead. There's some different scat there. That's some kind of dog. Wolf, I'd say it's probably wolf. Or actually, we're actually up on top of that mountain. Sasquatch area. And like I said before, I ain't specifically hunting Sasquatch right now. Man, it's so quiet up here. Something just moved over here. I don't know if you heard that. Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that crunching? I don't know what what I was telling you that. I don't know if you heard it. We'll see if we catch that on camera, but spooked up something. I think it was probably an elk. Could have been a Bigfoot. Could have been a Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Did you hear that something breaking through the brush and all that? No, it was up here. Swoop down on this. Swoop down around this. coming out. Did you see that? Oh, there's no pull tab. Excuse me, did you see that old red fur? Little small one. Look at that. I'm picking this one up, and it was thrown out here in 1972. That's Budweiser.
Is it Bud?
Yep,
Oh,
no
yeah,
Bud.
cool.
Old pull tab. Yeah, if you're a 70s kid, man, remember making the chains with the pull tabs? We used to do it all the time, man. And then, Susie's boyfriend back then had his Dodge Roadrunner, and he had one of them hanging in the thing. What's that? Oh yeah. Yeah, something was up in here. Now we're being too dang noisy. It's already at the top of that other hill. This is Sasquatch. Gonna come back around. Oh man, that's nice right here. Probably windy on this. Man, look at all that snow up there. Look at that sky and the sun.
Feel that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I get that wind, man. It's making my eyes water. It's chilly. All right. What do I like to caught on what is that little button right there for? You ever seen that? Probably doing weird
No,
stuff.
it's to take the lens off.
Oh, I didn't know you could change them.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna head on back to the truck, but yeah, I would like to caught what that was on there. Got a pretty good load of wood. That's we pulled up in here. Like I said, this is up on top above all the fences, and it's Sasquatch, dude. Don't get shh. Sasquatch. We scared him out, and he took off running, and then I was too big and loud. We got probably about a half quart of wood on the truck, on the beast. I did yes, I did bring a chainsaw this time. I actually built a rat rod chainsaw this morning. I was having some issues. I got, I don't know, 5 or 6 different chainsaws, so I just took parts off of each one and
Took this bar and
took
that
this
chain
bar and that chain and this.
That motor.
Yeah. So, but anyway. So we are going to, you can see the beast kind of hiding back up in here. This is old logging road. It's a pretty rough road in here. So we will, I was going to show you the scat and the red fur. Alright, we'll check back in. Alright, so we don't usually film turds, but this one looks like it has a claw or a tooth. It does. You think that could be an owl?
No, that's not
look
a
at that.
pellet.
That is a dang claw in there. Wow.
You want to take it home?
Yeah. Look at that. Dang claw in that scat.
Bird claw, maybe? What do you think? No, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's
Anybody,
Bigfoot poop.
anybody identify
Yeah, anybody
that?
hey, look at this. I am going
claw.
to take it home.
Are
I'm going
you?
to take it home,
Okay.
clean it up.
There's more in it. I see another one right there.
Another claw?
Right there.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, we're strange.
Yeah, we're strange playing in the poop.
There's another one. Imagine him pooping that out. I probably didn't.
Imagine him eating that. That don't look like no grouse claw.
Okay, there you go. There's your
No,
stick.
not really. I was just kidding.
Oh, were you?
That crap off.
Okay. Literally.
Yeah. Okay. I know I'm a junker. And I know I collect a lot of crap. But that is one kind of crap where I draw the line. I was just kidding. I am not taking that claw home. Somebody will be like, hey man, will you get that for me? I'll give you $10. I'll be back up here tomorrow after it. Oh yeah, but they got the old water hole here, got Salt Lick there.
I didn't walk through there.
Oh, there's scat all over there
Right
too,
there.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Up here Huh. The wolves have been sniffing around this.
See that? Yeah, that more looks like a... Well, it could be wolf. I would guess fox or small. Could even, well, you know, there's some coyotes. I don't see a ton of coyotes up here. Or it could be Bigfoot poop. You see, this is our problem with me and Miss Kitty is we just want to keep going. Next thing you know, you're 6 miles from your truck and it starts to snow. All right, now we will check back in. Poor little tamarack all bent over. So, stop along the side here, lifted up through there, one of my grouse spots. And man, I haven't, as I with the 44, I was seeing grouse from the 7 grouse or 6 grouse from the truck. And ever since I fixed my shotgun the last 2 times, man, I've been up here and actually hoofed it through there hunting. And I can't find a grouse for nothing. Then we were going to show you, I think I've showed you before, tamarack. This is Miss Kitty's favorite. Mine's a ponderosa, but hers is the tamarack. This here is a tamarack, and they turn yellow. So don't ever, man, if you're up cutting firewood, don't suspect these for being dead, because you will get busted. But this is it's a tamarack. We have a ski resort named after a tamarack, and then up there where the mill is called Tamarack, up outside of New Meadows. Look how beautiful they are. You can just see a lot of them that are starting to turn that light. And that's the ones that we got. The one that Miss Kitty threw the fit. That's when they cut. Another one that's dead's right here, still here. We're gonna have to bring up a bigger saw. See what we got here, man. Phew, nasty. Nasty. Somebody else doing their business without burying it. All over the place, man. Nasty. Nasty, nasty. I don't know why they have to do that. Shovel. Keyword, shovel. Alright, let's find it over down here. Find here we go. I just pulled a pretty nice tamarack out of the, oh, you can't see the loader. A nice tamarack, Miss Kitty. Just see, these are tamarack branches here. And these obviously are cut down because they're coming through here, and this is where I showed a few days ago. And they're coming through, and I should have showed you the piece of equipment, man. It's so bad, man. It's like a 3-foot or 4-foot saw blade on a, man, they swing that mother around. It's pretty dang gnarly. We did get a bonsai the green bean in here last year. Pulled it coming out was crazy. We pulled it in here. All the way in here. We got a... Why, what you got? Do you really? But do we want to wait? You mean this year? You don't mean right now. Or do you mean right now? I don't know if we have enough. Holy smokes. Huh? No. And it's good on the ground. Look at that. That's a nice chunk. Yeah.
That's the top of the tree.
Could winch that out. Well, that's quite a way. You have to go through that gully. I was going to say could winch it, but that's... Huh. And you checked it and everything? It's all still good? That's a pretty good sized tamarack. I think that, whoa, there's some more. There's some elk turds. I think we can get that, because I'd like to get that big slab over there, that red fir. So, yeah, the next trip, which, I mean, we can even, you know, take a break from whatever and come up here and get that slab. And then pull up in here, because I'd prefer to pull up in here if we had a couple days it hadn't rained.
Yeah, it was that one.
What was?
That stump.
Oh, that we got last year?
That's that tree.
Oh, the tamarack?
The top of the tree.
Oh, wow, man.
I just followed the whole path.
You did what?
I followed it. The yellow brick road.
You look here, not at me. You're so crazy. Did you hear that? Did you hear that one? See that problem? Maybe why we never see Sasquatch is we have too much dang fun out here and make way too much noise. It's your laugh.
It's your laugh.
It scares Sasquatch away.
It's yours.
Okay, then it's your yelling.
I see usnia.
Yeah, and you get some. If hey, you got any Jack Reeves? I can go get you Sasquatch.
I got some high chews.
Oh, high chews. I wonder if Sasquatch likes high chews.
I think he does.
Hey, who wouldn't like high chews?
High chew.
Man, they're good. If you haven't tried high chews, they should sponsor us because, man, I eat a lot of dang high chews. I love them. All right, I think I'm going to I'd love to catch a big old elk or something on. Or that Sasquatch that's right up there looking at me. There's a nice pole right there leaning up too. You gonna collect some? What are you doing, Miss Kitty?
Collecting some usnia.
And why are you doing that?
Because I need to make some medicine.
You did a video on that. I've actually been taking that. And I actually took a bottle of it over to the kids because they were all having sinus things. TNT was sick, man. He had an infection in his eye and everything, and a little usnia, and he is feeling way better today. Let me get out of your way.
No, I'm just scoping. I'm looking.
So I think we're going to call it for the day, man. It's a beautiful day up here. If I end up seeing a elk or something just ran through that thing. I've seen something move down in there. It's not quiet, is it? So much easier to be quiet after a good snow or rain. That was one heck of a redford.
If you look straight through there, you can see like a reddish. I don't know if you can see.
See it moving?
Oh, see this path right here?
Yes.
And then you just go up. See the yellow leaves on that?
Yes.
Okay, just right behind that, kind of, on that next set of trees. Is it a stump?
Be a stump.
It's not moving. It's just staring at me.
It's a little baby Sasquatch. Alright, now we're out of here. Alright, so I've ended this video twice. I just show you this beautiful, look at that beautiful tamarack.
I want to go see Gus.
Yeah, that tamarack up on Lolo. How big around is it supposed to be?
Huge.
How big around? That is huge round.
I think it's supposed to be the biggest one documented.
Biggest tamarack. I need to go there. Well, we planned on going up that way this year, but it sure, I don't know what happened to the year. Alright, so now, unless we see something else, now we will say, good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
I love how you're always diving
Try
to get
to
to
get
the
the camera.
See ya! Alright, so one of the things, the way that we do wood is not the way that I was raised and taught with my grandpa, but it's our way. We never do anything the way
Other
everybody
people
else does
do.
it. But look at this right here. Elephant here. Or pigs here. Those are edible too.
And it's on a...
Yeah, it's on a tamarack. And that's, I don't know how I'm going to put this. We're going to have to do a lot of editing to this film because we've actually ended it 3 times. Yeah. But, so man, we do it, we kind of do it like, it's kind of like mushroom hunting. It's our fun. And it's, we like to explore, you know.
And search.
And we know where plenty of wood is, where you go in, like I used to with Grandpa, man. We'd go in, cut down 1 or 2 trees, however many of us there was, you know, and you sawed up the trees, loaded up your trucks. You know how most people do it, and we still do that with the kids, but we usually make a big lunch, have either a barbecue or a picnic, man, play some foxtail, and, you know, have a good time and fill our trucks, and we're still planning on a couple of those trips. If it's nice, we like doing that on Thanksgiving. But me and Miss Kitty's way is we like to take all the back roads and explore and make it into almost a mushroom hunting thing. And today, man, we have scored probably, I'd say 40% of the wood on here is tamarack. And I've talked about tamarack. Tamarack is, in our eyes, the #1. See the little nubs on there. But
I was showing how, you know, they're broken tips and old cuts.
Yep.
Of course, you know, we cut them down to length. That's a fresh cut there, but yeah.
But very little cutting. I didn't even bring extra gas. All I did is filled the tank up on that little chainsaw, and we're still going on that. We've just about, man, we'll finish off sliding some more in here, finish off the top rack, and tag it with our cord, And we're done with the fences, you know, so now we're just kind of playing and stuff. It's getting into the evening, and I guess we won't end. I won't say it again right now, man. I've ended, like I said, 3 times I've ended this. But we just want to show, you know, show you stuff. And the thing I was saying, the tamarack, and we've talked about it before, but if you haven't seen that video, in our area, was it tamarack's #2? #1.
#1.
#1
for
BTUs. And then next is red fir.
Douglas fir.
And then ponderosa.
And then lodgepole.
And that's, you know, our main woods. Everybody's like, why don't you burn oak?
Do you see oak?
Does look like an oak forest.
Conifers, baby.
And the thing about tamarack that I really love for burning, it is definitely my #1 for burning, because it leaves no ash.
0.
Yeah, 0. I mean, it's so, man, if you burn nothing but tamarack, I bet you probably could get through the whole year without even cleaning your stove up. You know, the whole 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
But, all right, so we'll check back in probably, and if not, then I'll just do something.
Jump
Come out here. Got my saws. Yes, we are still on the mountain. See that storm moving in. We were just on the other side, and it was I guess we should flip this. I don't know. But we were on the other side, and it was raining on us, and we were scoring more tamarack. Yeah. And we were laughing about that, you know, because like I said, that's not how neither one of us as kids, because we grew up getting firewood with our grandpas, and our way of doing it, and we decided it's just like picking or treasure hunting or junking
or mushroom hunting.
Or picking. That's what I said, picking mushrooms. Like Miss Kitty found this one, man. We'll show you. It's probably 10 or 11 inches round
in diameter.
Yeah, diameter that she'd found down in this deal, man. It was like finding a treasure, buried treasure at the junk shop or whatever. So. We just find it funny, man. See, we're treasure hunting all the time. Oh, man. Oh, no,
we're rolling.
Rolling. That's how you start it when you got a... Just let her roll. Do your little thing. There you go. All right. Makes it so much easier getting out and doing that. All you do is put me a push button in here, man. I know. So, and then we seen one grouse run across the road and into the thickest crap. So yes, I grabbed my shotgun, followed him in, and I wish I'd have had the camera because, man, it was like a squirrel village. It was the biggest cache, you know, because they take all their pine nuts and stuff and they cache their, or stash their, you know, bury their nuts. I mean, it was the biggest village of it. You remember?
Got me distracted. I was looking for the insulator on the
insulator.
tree.
Sorry, man.
I'm paying attention now.
But if you remember where that spot is, Miss Kitty, next time we drive by, I want you to walk up in there with me. I want you to actually film it because it was.
Okay.
You're not even pointing that camera at me.
Yes, I am. I can see your face.
Whatever, you're gawking. So, I guess I'll go ahead and end this again for the 4th time. So this one's all chopped up. Sorry, but it's been one fun day up here with my Miss Kitty. So good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise again.
We will be back again tomorrow.
See ya!
Or in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, or in 5 minutes.